Hey guys, it's about time I put my selfie skills to the test once more, so I'm here again with another vlog style video, and I thought I would just talk to you guys about kind of just what's been going on and, I don't know, give you a kind of a life update. I did a Q&A a couple weeks ago, and some of you guys did ask about France and how things were going and sort of related to that, but I didn't actually really get to talk about it that much, so I thought I would just talk about that and my writing and everything else that I've kind of been working on recently. Since I just mentioned it, I'll start by talking about my writing a little bit. Those of you who follow me on Instagram probably have noticed that I've actually been keeping up with it a lot better recently. I totally forgot to mention it in my New Year's resolution videos, but it's definitely been one of the things that I was resolved to kind of pick back up this year. So I've been doing writing sessions sort of on Instagram stories almost every weekend. The project I'm working on right now is the one that I started several years ago. You probably remember me talking about it in really old videos. It seems like forever ago. And the only reason I haven't finished it is just because, you know, life and stuff like that. I've had a lot of other stuff going on. Just recently I finished the first part of it because it's kind of split into 3 parts. It's all one book. It's not like a whole book is done or anything, but I did finish the first section of it. So now I'm working on the second part of it, and I really hope I don't run into any like gigantic problems in the story because it's been so long since I did write the initial plot to it. So I am getting back into it now, slowly but surely. I don't have super high expectations for myself just because I don't want to put myself under enormous amounts of pressure. I have a lot of other things to do right now, but I'm trying to get at least 1 session in a week and sometimes 2. So that's all I'm going to say about my writing for now. I'm not really going to talk about my book too much. Maybe in the future, if you guys want to see some videos about it, I might be able to do some, but for now I'm going to stop there. In terms of how I'm kind of settling in France, I really hope this floorboard is not squeaky as I'm kind of moving around. I would like go outside and vlog, but I just don't really want to battle the traffic and the people staring at me and all of that. I don't live in a touristy part of Paris, so they would definitely stare at cameras. Anyway, bunny trail, sorry about that. But as far as me settling in, everything is going really well. I'm definitely getting better at French. I know I said that in my Q&A video, but it's still true. I'm still just slowly but surely progressing. What I did notice, I think the most striking thing that I've been able to overcome and notice that I've overcome is just my fear of speaking. And this is something I've been working on for a very long time. I think it was probably the thing that was holding me back the most when I was working on Spanish before I ever started French. And I think it's just because I'm very scared to speak and to try. Everybody has this, of course, when it comes to foreign language. It's a very natural thing, but some people have it more than others where you get so bogged down in all the details in your head. I think people who are very detail-oriented and who are a little bit obsessive about the small little details, like me a little bit, I think those people have a little more trouble with it, but it's very hard to produce sentences because you are so worried you're gonna make one little mistake. And in Spanish, that was kind of my problem, and I think that's why I never really got fluent in Spanish, and it's something that I'm overcoming gradually in French. I noticed it the other day. I will make a ton of mistakes, I'm not gonna lie. I cannot speak French very well yet. Constant mistakes with the gender, because it's a Latin language and everything is gendered, and constant mistakes with the conjugations of my verbs, and I use the wrong word for things, but I'm getting my point across. For the first time in another language, I feel like I actually can really communicate with people, and it's not really fluent yet, and like I said, it's not at all accurate. I make a lot of mistakes, but I'm communicating, and I'm actually having conversations with people, which is one step closer to being fluent, and definitely it's so much easier to now work on the accuracy of my language and getting it right than it is to try and overcome that first big hurdle. So I'm very proud of myself for that. I will say that very modestly because I know I have a lot to do and a lot more to learn, but I will give myself a little pat on the back for that one because it's definitely a goal that I've needed to reach for a very long time. As far as my job, some of you guys have asked me what I'm doing. I'm working for a company writing articles and kind of buzz content for Facebook. So think BuzzFeed, it's just a smaller company, and I work all day in English. It's really quite ideal because I have colleagues from all over the world. There are several different teams, and each team is a different native language. So I don't just work with French people, I work with my team, who are all English speakers natively, and then there's a German team, there's an Italian team, and there's a Spanish team, and there's a French team, and there's also a Portuguese team. So basically all day I hear a ton of different languages, and the people who I speak with, my colleagues, are, I mean, obviously my English-speaking colleagues that I can speak English with, but then everybody else, our common language is French because we're in France, but they're not actually, the majority of them are not native French speakers. So it definitely makes it easier and much better environment to learn French and to slowly, gradually get better, because even people who are totally fluent don't speak quite as fast as native speakers usually. And also just everybody understands because everybody has been here at this level of French. So it's a really, really great environment, and I'm definitely very happy at work. Also, last time I did a vlog like this, and I think it was even the part of the vlog where I'm sitting on the bed, which has become kind of a tradition, but I'm gonna get up and move around here. Last time I talked about trips that I was going on, and I had VidCon EU planned, which I still do, which is less than a month now, and I'm very, very excited. My first time in Amsterdam, I'm attending the very first VidCon happening in Europe, and actually the very first VidCon happening outside of Anaheim. And it's my first YouTube-related event for a very long time, which has made me very sad, and I'm so excited to get back out there to have my camera out on the streets and not maybe be the only one filming myself talking. And then I'm gonna spend just a couple of days in London in May, and hopefully this summer I will be able to do another small trip. I am budgeting so carefully, you guys. Like, I'm stocking back every single little extra penny that I can and putting it towards travel because I really, really want to fit in some trips. So yes, I think that's basically everything that's going on right now. I hope my camera holding skills, or not camera, but iPhone holding skills and selfie stick skills have gotten a little bit better than what they were. It might be a little shaky, but you know, just so you know, professional vloggers actually do have like stabilizers in their cameras. So it's not just that I am that much worse than everybody else. It's just that I don't have the technology. Let me know if you want to see more vlogs like this in the future, and of course, in a few weeks, I will be going to VidCon EU. Yay! And I will be making vlogs for sure. So you will be seeing footage from that, and definitely Instagram pictures and probably some Twitter updates and stuff, but mostly Instagram probably. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon.